Hello farmers and welcome back to American Falls. Today is the day we're going to buy the sheep pen. Well, the sheep farm. Still don't have the money. No contracts really came up in the month of November. If we scroll on down, contract income, I did a little bit. For December, well, two of them came up. And I've done one of them for $6,511 plowing a field. Let's collect on that. That was actually plowing this field right here. That's why the Landini is right behind me with the plow. But we're still a little bit short on buying the property, which is fine because, well, December, it is time to sell things. But before we sell some things, we're going to buy some things. Yeah, I know. You got to spend money to make money. I got the Fent down here already, the Fent 1000. That needs a repair. We haven't repaired it since we bought it used, and it's in dire need of it. So let's jump out. Let's repair the Fent. This might be expensive, but all right, yeah, $6,500 to repair it, but that's okay. And that is, I do believe I am running the reduced maintenance cost on vehicles. I think I got that running. But either way, that's what it's going to cost. We're going to buy ourselves a trailer today, too. Let's scroll on down. This is a modded one. This is the Lambert 8024 mod. Let's just click on into here. So the small size, 25,500 liters, but we're going to go and expand it up to 43,000 for an extra $5,000. Michelin tires, I'm fine with that. Wheel setup, I really don't know what the difference is other than the tread on the tires. So we'll just leave it as is. With a box, without a box. What does that mean? Box. There's like a toolbox there. $50. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll put it on there. I definitely want the fenders on there. We'll put the fenders on it. Without wheel lock indicators. We'll put wheel lock indicators on there. It's pretty much locks for the lug nuts. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. The main color. Now, the main color, with the mod, you get all these colors here. But I am running the color customization mod. And we're going to go purple. That's right. I said it, purple. That way we can find it in the fields. Plus, it goes well with the yellow wheel lock indicators down there. So this is going to cost us $46,750. I thought about just leasing it for the month, and then it's like, you know what? I'm going to need it on the farm at some point. So let's just go ahead and buy it. I don't want to keep buying things used. And really, I'm only going to be able to buy the sheep farm today. I'm not going to be able to save up enough to buy another lot of land. So let's go ahead and lease a not lease a trailer. Yeah, I've been leasing so much. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy the trailer. That way I don't have to worry about it. It's on the farm. Now we can harvest, and I don't have to worry about returning a trailer here or there. So the first thing we got to do this morning, because the price of silage is at its best, the price is starting to drop actually a little bit. Oh, I do need to fuel up the Fent along the way. So our fermenting silo, I thought it was going to hold 500,000 liters. It stopped at 480,000. Actually, I think it stopped at 479,999. So it doesn't quite get up to 480 apparently. So it's time to sell the silage. Luckily, we only have to go across the way. I didn't check, but this trailer should hold silage. So it's about double the amount of what our forage wagon can haul. So fewer trips. But the good thing is, at least with this, the 1000 and with this trailer, it shouldn't take me that long to sell it. We should get roughly about $100,000 selling the silage. So that's going to be a great boost. And that will give us enough money, of course, to buy the sheep farm. Also, in this episode, it may not be December, but in this episode, we will be selling the flax. We got that to sell. I have no use for it whatsoever other than selling the grain as is. And also, we got the flour to sell. That might be next month, I think, for flour. I will have to lease a auto-loading trailer for that. We got a lot of pallets down there. We're not going to load them with a forklift or anything like that. That would just be taking way too long. But when we do buy the sheep farm, we'll bring the Vultra on down to the shop because I'm going to have to buy a front-end loader for it. So we'll stick that on the Vultra along with pallet forks so we can feed them bales of hay. And also I will need to buy a water tanker because that pen does require us to put water into it. So yeah, we'll need to do that. But the first step for today, other than, you know, spending money on a trailer, let's spin around. Oh yeah, and I did already feed the birds this morning, so the birds are all set. Let's go ahead and empty this out because there is still grass needing to be fermented over to silage. And I think I'm going to take, I know I said I was going to save that grass in the forage wagon for the sheep, but now that we got bales of hay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pop that into there, and maybe we'll sell some more silage later on. Yeah, this fermenting silo does take a while to empty out, so this is going to take me a little while to do so. Let me just show you again quickly, although as I'm taking it out, it's not going to show as much, but it was up around 90 as I got what's in the trailer. It's not adding that. As you can see here, the flour price is going up. If I sell at the best time, I should get like 64 grand for that. And the flax, that price is going up. I should get about 16 and change for that. Right around the corner. Maybe I should have my beacons on for this today because I'm going to be crossing traffic quite often here. So it's going to be a little bit more. It should be like 11 trips. This being trip number 1, so it's going to take a while. You're not going to see them all, but I'll let you at least see the first one and probably the last one like we always do. Our wheat field is looking good except for the weeds that are in there. But we'll take care of the weeds probably in May. Sounds kind of late, but the other 2 fields won't be planted until April. And then we'll have to wait a month for the crop to grow and the weeds to grow, and we'll take care of it then. All right, load number 1. Oh, so the trailer tips that way. Is there another way to unfold tipper, which is X? I don't think it has a slide option. No, so it's going to tip every time. So I just got to be a little bit careful about where I bring this trailer. I don't think there's any place on this map that has a cell trigger to where I go into a building. So maybe that won't affect me too much there. Alright, so there is trailer load number 1. I got about 10 more to go. This is going to take me a little bit of a while. But I didn't see what I got there. What did I get? Like 9 grand for that delivery? Somewhere around there, I think. Yeah, I was too busy looking at our new trailer rather than the money coming on in. So let me go ahead and sell all this silage. We'll see where we stand money-wise. We'll probably have enough, should have enough, to buy the sheep farm. Then, like I said, we'll bring the vulture down, and we'll take care of our sheep and goats that we're going to buy. As we wait for the price for flour and flax to peak, whenever that may be, then we can sell that crop, and we'll slowly move ahead. All the meanwhile, I will keep my eye on the contract page, although if it's like last winter, I don't expect a lot of contracts, if any, to pop up now until March. I think even February I didn't have any contracts. So, yeah, I don't think on this map here that you can plant cotton in February. I think that's the standard on maps. But on here, cotton is actually April. Yeah, you can see December, January, February. The only thing we can do is harvest. We can harvest poplar, grass, and oilseed radish. And that is about it. So anyways, I will see you in a little while. Like I said, I got a few trailers here to bring on over. And by then, we should be over 200,000. Fingers crossed. This should be the last load from the fermenting silo. I don't think it's going to all fit in there, but I think most of it will. And if I remember last winter, the price of silage stayed pretty consistent from December to January and even February. So, and we got more grass to be fermented on over, so we'll probably sell some more later on. I got the vulture over here because I wanted to make sure that we could definitely customize it and put a front end loader on it. We can. So let's go ahead and do that. And while we're here, I got the narrow tires on it right now. Let's go ahead and put the wide tires and weights on it. But every time I do this, I keep wide tires and weights. All right. So it must be the Trelleborg is what I went with at one point. So we're going to customize it with those tires and the front loader attacher, which is 1500. Let's go ahead and customize that. And while we're here, let's also give it a repair for 218. All right, so that is ready to go down to the store, and we can buy ourselves a front end loader and pallet forks and a water tanker. As you can see, well, we were probably over 200,000 for a brief time there until I just spent $1,500, but we're going to get back over there nice and easy by selling more silage. I was fiddling around with the trailer a little bit on each time I was making a delivery The doors on the back, there's a couple ways this can unload. You do got the grain doors in the back, which, you know, if you want to unload very slowly, that's the way to do it. You could also do it, well, you saw the way I unloaded it before, to where the whole back end kind of like tips open. But the purple doors in the back will swing to the side. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see, it's tip back. Not grain door. I think it says back door. Those will swing open, but the trailer still tips. So if you are going into a building, it could be problematic in some areas. Let's see if I got in the right ones here. So you can see the latch opens and the doors open that way before it tips. I was ready to say, it's going to tip, right? Because it did tip for me before. That's the only problem with these type of trailers. If you go into a building that has a low ceiling, that can be problematic for you. But I think here in American Falls, I haven't been to one yet, I think, to where there's a building that sells that way, but maybe in the future. While that's selling here, let's go ahead and let's buy the sheep farm. That farm owner wants to get rid of that property after we put the hay bales into it. Farmland, sheep farm right there for $164,712. All right, we have expanded the farm once again, and now we can buy our sheep and goats, but not yet. We got to bring the vulture down, and we got to buy that other material that we need, and then we'll travel up to the sheep farm. We'll buy ourselves some sheep, some goats. Probably going to do the same thing I did in Oceanside Forest, and like I do on most maps. We'll buy one male of each, and then we'll buy a couple females of each, and let them reproduce slowly and surely the way they, you know, the way they see fit. Let's bring our beautiful trailer and fence back here, because the next thing I'll be doing with this trailer and setup is selling flax. I think I could be selling flour, but I won't be using this trailer. We'll be leasing a autoloader of some sorts. I probably want to go bigger than what we did last year, but in order to do that, I may have to get ourselves a dolly before I can attach to any of the other trailers. So I'm going to grab the vulture here, and I'll meet you down at the store. We'll spend a little bit more of our cash. It's not going to be too expensive. The water tanker is probably like 8 or 9 grand. And the front end loader stuff, I think overall will be somewhere around 10, 11,000 that we're going to spend on this stuff. I think. It's been a while since I actually bought a front end loader. I think, yeah, I don't know. Let's wait until I get down there and, like I said, spend about 10 grand. On the way down here, after I passed our grass field, that lovely clump of grass in the road, I was thinking, can I buy the roads? And the answer is yes. But the price, I about fell out of my chair. Farmlands. So I want to delete that grass that's in that field, or pick it up if I can buy the roads. But if you click on the road, you can see it does highlight, but it's $572,472 for the roads. And the roads alone. I was trying to see what else it highlights, and I couldn't see anything else that it highlights. So, yeah, owning the roads are expensive, just to get rid of the grass. I could cheat in the money and just buy the roads. That way I can clear it on out. But for now, we'll just leave it there. Yes, the store. I was checking on the horsepower for the tractor, because I know it's going to be kind of crucial when it comes to the front loaders. Let's see here. That's for 100 horse, 120. I don't know if this is... I can't remember if it's for a tractor under 120 or over 120. I forget. I think since it's 105... Wait, is it 105? I just looked at it. Numbers lately. 105 horse. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get the one for the 100. That should be fine. Do I want to get the vulture color? Which is kind of like a yellowish color. I mean, I can customize it, but we'll go with the JCB color. And design color will leave black. $50 extra for the paint job. That's fine. Yeah, here I am saying now that's fine. We'll spend a little bit extra cash on it. What I need to do now is I need to back up and front loader tools. And we just need good old pallet forks. Yeah, I think we'll do the old butt quickie setup like we always do. And no color customization on that. But let's go ahead and buy that for $1,700. And also while we're here, we got to go into animals. And yeah, definitely get this one. 7,300 liters. I think that's what we're going to go with. the standard tanker. I mean, there's a lot of modded ones out there. What is that? That's a little bit cheaper. That's a modded one, but only holds 4,300. That does milk. Ooh, is that why I done that? That's why I got the mod activated. Is that the symbol for goat's milk, or is that cow milk? I gotta look at the symbols here. Hold on. If I scroll on down, that's kind of like a sky blue, and milk. Let's see here. Where is the milk? Yeah, it's a different shade color. That's for darn sure. It should be for a different icon. I think it's a little bit lighter color. I don't think it does goat's milk. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and stick with this one right here for now. And we will just buy it as is. Perfect. Leaving us $25,000 currently. Oh, that color is not quite the same as the Vultra, is it? Of course not. Well, I have to have a talk with the store about that. Let's see if we can. We gotta change that color. It is yellow, but yeah, not the right yellow. And we already have a water source back at the greenhouses, so we should be all set there. Yeah, so that's definitely not the color that we're looking for. Let's see, customize. I think we want maybe the John Deere color. Another $50. Yeah, okay. That's going to be closer, though. That looks almost spot on, actually. There we go. That looks a lot better. Alright, so I got a little bit of a drive to get up to the sheep farm. I'll probably top off the tanker with water first. And we'll go ahead and buy ourselves some animals. We'll have to pay for the transportation because, well, I'm not buying a transportation for the... It's cheaper at this point because we're only going to buy a few. It's cheaper to have them transported to the pen rather than me leasing or buying an animal transport. And this is not going to be like the pigs. At least I don't think so. The sheep and goats will probably just keep around and let them produce the wool and the milk. But I'll see you at the sheep farm. I'll see you at this. She sells by the shore. Yeah, I can't do that one either. I'll see you in a minute. All right, filling up our tanker with water over here at the greenhouses, which we still have. Like I mentioned a few times, on average, I think we get about $2,500 a month from the greenhouses and what they sell. And they still got a good amount of water into them, but now that I got a water tanker, I can fill them up anytime that I need to. At some point, I assume we're going to sell the greenhouses. Who knows? I may keep them. My plan was to put down the vegetable production buildings there, but yeah, that we're still waiting on that. If it's to come at all, I don't know. Let's go ahead and we'll park the Vultra right here so we can put the water in a minute. Alright, and actually the trigger for the sheep pen should be right here. Yeah, so should I get myself a lamb or a sheep? A young ram. Alright, so we're gonna need a young ram. Let's get the young ram in there. And then, yeah, we'll get 3 of them. It holds 65. You know what, let's get 5. It's only $650. We can do that. 1 and 5 of each. Let's go ahead and do that. See, young male goat, right? Young goat male. All right, we get 1 of them. And I'm trying to get the same species of goats and lambs together. And we get 5 of those. These are a little bit cheaper. Puberty is 8 months. Okay. That's not that far. So we're at 12 to 65. So that's good. And anything else I should be, we can see all the different kind of species that are here. These are the ones I'm going with just because. And maybe in the future we can, sell some and we'll get some different ones. We can hear them already having a blast in the field. Am I not in the right trigger? This should be the trigger for the water, right? Maybe because... Oh, because I'm not on the trailer. I'm doing that whole thing again. Alright, let me... this water should go there. There we go. Let's go ahead and put the water in. Yes, hang on. We'll have a look at the animals in just a moment. Let me drop off that trailer. Let's go ahead and make sure we feed them first. So our lovely stacked bales in here, they'll probably fall down. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be able to reach all the way up to the top. Well, I think when I drop these off, I said they'll probably reach the fourth one. I could probably reach the fifth one and take down a stack of 3 if I angle the forks up a little bit. Oh, yeah. So I can probably try to get the stack of 3 off in the future. But for now, of course, we got 2 ones down here at the ground already. And I don't know how much goes into the trough. Now, when I did test this out, I did try running the real grazing mod on the test map to see if they would take any of the grass out of the field. They did not. Oh, they don't even take a full bale. Interesting. So a bale is a bale 9,000 liters? Is a hay bale 9,000? No, a hay bale is 7,250. So they don't take much feed at all. At least the trough doesn't. We can see the young ones already coming over to get the feed. So probably leave the Valtra over here. And let's get out and have a look at these young ones. Hello, little one. I'm sorry I brought you to the farm in the middle of winter. But you should be okay. This one's not even hungry and wants to take a nap. Hello. How are you? They are cute little things. Yeah, run and get your food. So, yeah, we'll see what happens once they start growing into adults. I really can't tell which one is the male of each and which ones are the females. Of course, we got 5 females of each and only 2 males in this whole thing, so your odds are pretty good that most of them are going to be the females, right? We'll see what happens when they get older, right? That's what we're waiting for. I'm assuming right where I got the Landini parked. Let me go ahead and move that, although I don't expect much from them at all currently. That is where the wool is going to spawn, and maybe the milk? I don't know. I did not test that far on the test map, but yeah, that is a... Nope, there's another spot right here. So one spot must be for the milk and another spot for the wool. At least that's what I am assuming. Let me have a quick look now at their stats here. Of course, their health is not looking good. Oh, they do require straw. And I sold all the straw like a moron. Okay, we'll see what happens with their health. I'm just trying to see. So if I put straw in here, am I just going to get manure? Or do they actually need the straw to get their health up? We will see. So the feed trough is 4,000. And with the current ones we got in there, they need about 17,000 liters per year. So they're going to consume more than that once we get a full pen. I think it's going to be like the chickens and the ducks, where I got to feed them every month. Or I play 1 day per month, so I have to feed them one time every month, which is fine. But we'll see how this pans out here in a little while. If they do require straw to get their health all the way up and get their productivity up, Can I... Ooh, it's been a long time since I've done this. Can we buy bales? We can. How much is like a straw bale? Wow, those are expensive. And I'm going to assume it's a standard bale, so it's going to be 9,000 liters. Yeah, we sold... Well, yeah. I say we. I include you because you were here watching me and no one said nothing. I sold all the straw bales. But it's fine. If they don't really need it, then that's okay. But for now, we'll see. Can I park this in here now that we own the sheds? Yeah, that'll clip through. We can park that here for now. Alright, so what we're waiting for now is, even though we haven't lapsed much time, contracts, nothing's come up. I have seen a few fields with wither crop into it, so they could use a good plow, but maybe I won't get those contracts until later on. So right now what we're waiting for is a price of flax and the price of flour. Flour is almost there, and flax is kind of going up. We can see it says January, and flour does say January at the same time. And we're going to be using this bad boy right here. But I'm going to wait until the price is a little bit better, so I'll see you in a little bit. And we can check on the goats and the lambs and see how their health is going along as well. So I'll see you, well, when I see you. Well, in a way, I got lucky with the flour price. It just peaked at Harrison's Garage. I think that's what it's called. But then it hit me at the same time. I said, okay, I got to lease a trailer. I almost forgot, well, I did forget, until just about now, that the store closes at 4. So if the best price came at 6 o'clock in the evening and I went to lease a trailer, I wouldn't be able to get it out unless I use super strength to get it up over the fence line. So I got the time speed scale at 0.5. I got to get it out of here within the next few minutes. So trailers, low loaders. Yeah, I'm thinking what I want to use is what I kind of used elsewhere, but in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to lease a dolly as well. Do I need something that big? If I were to universal autoloader, if I were to lease it, it's only $28.56. Yes, we'll lease it. And now I need to go ahead and get myself a dolly. This should be very cheap to lease. It's just going to save me a lot of time. The other trailer that I could use, I think that only holds like 6 pallets at best. This is going to hold a lot more, and this Fendt 1000 should be able to handle it. And you're going to see in a moment exactly why I'm doing this, because we got a lot of pallets. I was ready to say that should connect. There we go. All right, let's get out of here before the gate closes. We got about 3 minutes. In the future, we will have a low boy so we can transport our flour. If we even have flour in the future. Why wouldn't I have flour in the future? Well, we got pigs to feed. And they're going to be taking a lot of this that we've been bringing down here anyways. So yeah, the other one could hold about 6 pallets, and you can see how many we got here currently. And this one should hold quite a bit more. Yeah, already I got more than 6 on there. So while that's loading up, just let me double check where I got to bring this. Let's see, flour, as you can see, $6.90. So it's better than last year. I'm bringing it to Harris Garage, and I should get about $65,000 before our bonus that we get. Now, you're not full yet. You should be able to take more than that on pallets. Now, we want to get ourselves a full trailer, but unfortunately with a dolly trailer that I currently have set up here, this is going to be difficult for me to get in here. I'm doing all this for one more pallet. Right? That loading area is full. So I got 56 on here. You should not take flour back in. Thank you. I was hoping it doesn't take the flour out of there. So 56 pallets on here rather than taking 6 at a time. So this is definitely going to save me a lot of time. Oh, I was making sure Harrison's garage should be... Is it this one or this one? That's the one behind the fuel. So I think it's the same one we brought it to last season. The price of flax, I still believe, is going up. And since we got our own trailer now, I don't have to worry about leasing a trailer and coming down and picking it up. It's got to be kind of slow with this trailer. I got to make sure I don't tip it over. Would like to get it in all one go, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, or am I? I mean, we pretty much know we're going to get anyways, but it's not going to be the full price as we saw. Alright, so there is a good, about 43,000, somewhere around there. Getting all of our money back that we've just about spent. Well, not really. I spent about $200,000 today. All for another farmyard just to get the sheep pen. That's all I really did. Now the fermenting silo that's on there is going to be the same as the pigs. I got to, spend $60,000 to use it. But over there, same thing with the pigs when we bought that farmyard. It does have a silo bunker over there, so I probably will use that rather than use a fermenting silo. And unless we get a whole bunch of more money or something, then possibly I'll buy it. The only good thing about the fermenting silo, for me anyways, one thing that stops you from having to do is compact the grass when you bring it in. But the one thing you can be sure of, that once you get it all compacted and covered, it should be fermented within the 1 month. So right now we're just putting grass into the fermenting silo, and as you see, it's still taking a while to get it all fermented on over. But that silage sure did help us this winter, like it always does. Can't go wrong with silage. Alright, so we're back up to 87,691. And I don't need this trailer for anything else, so even though we spent about $3,000 to lease it, was worth it because it only took 2 trips. The other one I would be going back and forth for quite a while, so let's go ahead and return that stuff. Alright, so now I am just waiting. That's the wrong page. We are waiting currently for the flax. Well, we are at the max price that it was last year, but I think I'll roll the dice and I'll kind of gamble on that the price will be better in the morning. Contracts, yeah, only that one contract is still there. So, before I go to bed, which I'm going to very soon, a couple things I want to check. Our goats and lambs, their health is up to 60%. Productivity is going up. So we just got to give them, I think, a full month to actually get up to 100%. If they don't within the month, then I'll probably have to get a straw bale and bring it on up. Then the thing is, I have to figure out, can I bring just a bale up, or does it need to be chopped straw? I don't know. Oh yeah, and the other thing I should be looking at, now that I got some money again, same stuff that was in there this morning, a logging trailer, handheld mower, TMR mixer, and a corn header. Corn header would not be bad because that's something I do want to get into at some point. But knowing that we can feed the pigs sorghum as the main crop rather than corn, we'll probably just go that way. I do want to start saving up money again to buy more land this upcoming summer before harvest season. And maybe we'll get one with a good enough crop in it. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go back to the farm. I'm going to sleep through the night, wake up in January, and probably first thing we'll be doing is selling the flax wherever that needs to go. Well, going from December to January, so Happy New Year. About a week late in real life, but yeah. All right, there we are. Yeah, loan interest and property maintenance, that's what we got. So let's go ahead and check. We do got some silage I could be selling this morning. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Animals, how are we doing here? Health 100%. Productivity is 100%. So straw, not necessary, but I'm assuming they would give us some manure. But I don't think there's a manure pit down there, so I'd have to buy a manure pit. I'm not too concerned about that. I don't really have the means to spread manure on any of our fields, and it's something I really don't get into too much often, so we'll probably leave as is. Contract, well, that one field right there still needs to be cultivated for 555, and boring items, I'm not doing it. Let's go into the store. Let's see, we got yeah, nothing. Well, there's the Fent baler. Probably the one we've been using. It does have 22 hours on it, but it is half off. So, I got the money to buy that. And we do a lot of baling. Okay, I was not expecting to buy something off the store, but anyways, what I really need to be focused on before I forget this morning is, because I'm starting to do that, yeah, the price of flax is going down, but it is $11.20, still higher than last season. American Crops Selling Station. I don't know where that is. American Crops Selling Station. Where is American Crops Selling Station? We got a couple more spots up here. Falls Garden. Oh, okay, right across the way. We can easily get there. So that's not going to take us long at all. Let's go load up the flax and sell that. Oh, and while I'm doing so, while it's filling up, which would probably just take a second to load up the flax. If I can find the flax. I can store milk in the silo. Okay. Where is... Did I go buy it already? Manure, pig food. Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and fill that on up. Silage. What is the silage price today? $192. And that goes down to we buy anything. I would get $12,000 for that, so not too bad. So we'll load up with the silage that we do have, and we'll go sell that we buy anything. And get a little bit of money back in. And I suppose buy the baler? I mean, I'm going to have wheat this year. We are going to plant canola and sorghum. So I'd only need it for the wheat. But I'm going to need it for the future for the hay and whatnot. As he says, trying to save money to buy more land. You're just making it more difficult on yourself buying more equipment. Although, as we saw, leasing a baler is expensive. It was like, what, $8,500 to lease a baler for a day? And there goes our flax. Let's go grab that silage and head on down to We Buy Anything. And that'll be all of our products sold. But I do plan on, I think in the month of February, we'll be using this Fent and maybe some kind of a log grab system, cutting down those spruce and pine trees over by the chicken pen. And we'll bring those logs on down and sell those. I don't think I'll do it the same way as I did before, where we just used the winch system, which worked out, just fine. It was the cheapest way to do it. But I think we'll do a little bit of a logging trailer because, as we all know, I haven't done enough logging on the channel. So we'll do a little bit of logging, and bring those trees are just sitting there. That's money that we could definitely use at this point. While that's filling up, let's just go ahead and I'm going to bite the bullet. And wide tires. So it says wide tire is 1,200. I guess I don't even have an option to change it. That's fine. 82,000. Let's go ahead and buy it. I was not expecting to get a full trailer of silage. How much silage do we got in here? Must be a good amount. But that does leave us almost 25,000, but we're going to sell some silage, and I guess I'm going to make 2 trips. We buy anything. I know it's down by the gas station where we just sold. It's down by Harrison's garage. Is it down here? Yeah, out back. All right, let's go sell 1 trailer load and come back and get the rest, because why keep it? I mean, technically, I could sell the TMR. Sorry, no. Wait, I forgot. Hang on a second. Do the sheep take TMR or silage? TMR. Sounds kind of weird, but that's what the Animal Food Overview says. They will take TMR, not silage. So we'll sell all the silage. I mean, we got plenty of hay, and the hay does just as well. All right, let's go bring some more money back in after I spent a whole bunch more. And then we'll start saving up for a plot of land, which I haven't figured out which one I want to, which one I should be looking at next. I just know that the next lot of land that we're going to be buying is not going to be, under 200,000. It's going to be pretty close to 300,000, I think. But let's go sell this silage. And we'll come back and get the rest of it. And then we'll go over and check on the lambs and the goats. As I'm pulling in here, I just realized I think I tried to do this before. I did this with bales, straw bales, and it wouldn't take it. But we got loose silage, so that's going to take it, right? Says it will. When I was pulling in here, it's like, wait a minute, I'm experiencing deja vu. I just came in here not long ago, and it didn't take something. I thought it was silage at first, and I just remembered, no, it was the straw bales you tried to sell. And at some point, though, I do need to start nibbling away at our loan. We do have a $300,000 loan that we took out a while ago and haven't paid a penny back yet. That's because we really haven't had the penny to pay back yet. All right, I'll see you back down here with the last of the silage. I think we got about 20,000 liters left. As I'm driving down here, I was thinking, how much money have I spent this episode? And we pretty much got up to about 300,000. 165,000 for the sheep yard. We just spent, what, about 85,000 on a baler. This trailer was like 45,000. About 10, 12,000 for the front end loader and the water tanker. And buying the sheep and goats. And we're still going to end. Not going to get 40,000, are we? Are we? Nah, just shy. 38,609 is what we end up with. So overall, I mean, after spending about 300,000, cannot complain still having 40,000 in the bank account. We're going to need that, though, pretty soon. When I say soon, in the springtime, we need to go ahead and replant a couple of our fields. Still like to know what's going on with field number 39. I don't know what that farmer did down there, but that looks kind of weird. But let's jump up to our sheep pen, shall we? And see, oh, we actually got wool. I was not expecting wool from you little young ones yet. I'm not going to complain about that, but thank you for the little bit of wool. Their feed trough is looking good. And I assume on water... I mean, it's not that you guys aren't going to go through that much water, I don't think. Or are you? That seems like I did not see how much water they actually take. Oh, okay, they're not going through water at all. So I got to bring straw down. Maybe I should not expect any milk from the goats until they reach adulthood, I would assume. And I think it's at 8 months for them to be mature. All right. That's all good and everything. The chickens I will need to feed today at some point. But yeah, we're getting wool already, which is fabulous. And that is a good time to sell in May. Wool. May. Hey, I got the right month. Max price. I think that's good. I think it's a very good price for wool. I mean, we're not. I may not sell it this year, the first year, because we probably won't have too much to make worth our while. But overall, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, we don't really have anything else to sell. Flour. Wait, do I got flour left over? Oh, was there some left in storage and it spawned? Oh, yep. Okay. I got some there. Is it worth selling? I mean, it is worth selling, but I mean, I would have to lease a trailer and whatnot. Or he says, grab the Voltra with the pallet forks, come down and for 8 of them. I'd have to move 8. I could probably grab 2. I don't know. The Voltra's kind of light. I do have the weight though. Or I could just leave them here for another year. Like I said, I'm not going to get too much out of it. I don't want to say only 6,000, but 6,000 is 6,000. But it's not gonna push me to, taking over the world, is it? So I may just leave it there until next season. Well, anyways, I think that's what we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Like I said, we did spend about 300,000. We got another farmyard. We got ourselves a grain trailer. We got ourselves a baler. And, of course, we got all the needs to take care of the sheep and goats, which now are also running around on the farm. So we'll slowly make money from them once they get more mature. They start having offspring. We'll get more and more materials. So that's looking pretty darn good. I think February we will be going with the Fent and probably leasing. I don't even know how much they are, but we should be able to afford it. I did try one of these, a no man's land, a while back. That's going back a couple years now, isn't it? Yeah, just getting like one of these trailers. Maybe this one because it's cheaper. And cut the logs to size and load it on up. If I were to lease it, yeah, it's only 2,000. So, I mean, that would be just as cheap as I think I was using this. Yeah, so it's $1,000 more for the trailer. And it's not like we're just going from, a little ways from the street down to here. Let's see, we were... In case you weren't around for that, we were cutting the trees right here and just dragging them down. That took a while. We're going to be coming from all the way up here. That's where those trees are. So I should get my money back on those. Make sure I take all the limbs off them, and we'll cut them to about 6 or 8 meters, somewhere around there. We should get a pretty good price and get our money back on that. Fingers crossed. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.